Hello, my darling, my love, my angel. I do not have much time and I have to share this with you. I woke up with this idea and I was like, I just need to do it. And please be aware that I'm new to the whiteboard, so there may be some mistakes, some errors, and we're just going to celebrate that every single time it happens. We're going to be like, absolutely, fuck yes, go on, okay? So this idea, if you are noticing a gap between your desired reality and your current reality, which I mean, isn't that all of us? We all have desires, dreams, wishes that are unfulfilled. And I also love to focus on dreams and desires that are not purely rooted in the self, but really have a collectivist bend to it. So if you have a dream for community, if you have a dream for creativity and creative expression, but you want that expression to actually support other people, not just enrich or fulfill yourself, that is what we are talking about here. We're not really talking about purely selfish, egoic desires. So the willingness gap, because you are so soulful and so divine and so powerful, I want to ask you this question. Do you see people living your dream reality? They're expressing themselves, they're taking up space, they're making moves creatively, visibility-wise, in ways that you feel so called to do, but you struggle to embody. I call this the willingness gap because there is a gap between your desired reality and not your current reality, okay? But what your current reality would ask of you in order to embody that desired reality. That is the gap. So let's just draw that, okay? It's time to demonstrate my, great. So we have where you are now, which is your current reality, okay? Let's just, we're just gonna do what we can. Oh, let me move my hair, okay? So we have the current reality. Is it a block? Is that how one would visually represent it? I'm not so sure. And then, oh my gosh, the pen broke. Okay, then we have the desired reality. Oh my gosh. No, it's all good, it's all good. Okay, we have the desired reality. Let's make red more the color of passion rather than the color of danger. Just pretend. Okay, it's all things. So we have the current reality and the desired reality. Now, of course, there's a gap between these things, but that's fine. That's okay. But what we want to talk about is the gap between what the current reality asks us to be, to do, in order to embody the desired reality and become it, okay, to align ourselves to it. And you might think this is purely a gap in doing, right? I need to do more. I need to post more. I need to create more. I need to share more. I need to be reaching out to more people, sending more emails, applying to more grants. That's actually only one piece of the divine puzzle. This came to me as a matrix, okay? So we have doing, and then we also have being. This is the classic yin and yang phenomenon of feminine and masculine. But then what do we also have? We have giving and we also have receiving, okay? Okay, so my darling, my love, my angel, when you see someone who you envy in some way, please, let's first of all thank them. They are your guide, they are your teacher. They are here to help you integrate the part of you that desires more of what they're embodying and also heal the part of you that does not feel worthy unless they have it. Oh my goodness, what did she say? What did she say? Listen to that again. The purpose of anyone you envy or you compare yourself to or you wish you were more like, they are here to do two things. Number one, as a guiding light to walk you closer towards the integrity of your desire. Okay, if they're taking up space in a way you desire and you envy them, you're like, oh, should be me. That envy is like, okay, I need to integrate and walk towards this desire. But over here, we're spiritual beings. We always want to go deeper. They're also here, ironically, paradoxically, mystically, to help you heal the part of you that feels they simply will not be good enough unless they get that thing, unless they get the followers, unless they get the relationship, whatever it is. So it's a beautiful paradox. They walk you closer towards the desire and also they shine a light on the part of you that needs to heal so that you're not so attached to the desire that you don't feel worthy of all the beautiful things of this universe without it. And you know, that's a secret for another video. So we have this matrix and these pens are letting me down because something is happening with them and that's all right. But essentially, if you see someone embodying your desired reality, you ask yourself these 4 questions. What are they willing to do that I'm not willing to do? If you ask yourself this of every person you envy, Okay, and I'm talking about creative envy, visibility envy, project envy, relationship envy. I'm not so much talking about beauty standards, white supremacy, sexism, ableism. It's all connected. But I'm not really talking about like lifestyle envy or the surface of envy. I'm talking about those kind of soul envies. Like I envy that they're on their soul's mission. I envy that they're in the spaces I want to be in. I envy that they're creating the things that I want to create. I envy the way that they're, receiving the visibility, the validation that I crave having. Okay, those types of envies. So what are they willing to do that I am not willing to do? Babes, just this question alone, if you ask yourself that with your fullness of heart and self, you will alchemize every single form of envy into more alignment with your vision, or into more honesty about what you need to release as a desire. Because so often we want the end result, but we don't want the process. Oh my word, it's so true, isn't it? So let's say you see someone, is this below? Okay, it's fine. You see someone and they've written the book, okay? So they have the book launch, and then there is their process. So you envy this is the shining light. But do you envy the process they followed to write the book? If the answer is a little, like I envy the fact that they learned so much, that they sat with resistance, that they created something meaningful, that they got to do all that research, that they got to interview all those people. Excellent. Oh my word. Beautiful. This is your journey. This is your path. But what does the ego do? They wrote a book. I want to write a book. Do you actually want to write a book, or do you want to have written a book? If you put it that way, they're willing to do something I'm not willing to do. Beautiful. I can release a desire. It's a surface desire. It's not a soul deep desire. When you see someone and they're interviewing someone every week on their podcast, and you actually admire the process of them doing that, you're not envying just the fact that they won an award for podcasting. What even is that? You envy the fact that they get to spend their time reading, you can hear mine, reading books by people they admire and then interviewing them. So you envy the process. Oh, ding, ding, ding. Okay, that's a soul deep desire. So you envy the process. Oh, you envy that. Okay, beautiful, great, excellent. So you're going to integrate that. So then you ask yourself, what are they willing to do that I'm not willing to do? And let's just stay here for a second, because for the fear of being seen, for example, and for creative fears, the fear of starting, the fear of launching something, so often the same things that our work is asking us to do, we're actually unwilling to do. So I'll give you an example from myself. I love my podcast, The Soul Salon. If you are here, you are in it. So welcome, and please stick around. You can leave it, but it will never leave you unless you wanted to, respectfully and consensually, with boundaries and love and light. So I love my podcast, and at the same time, I found there are edges that I don't seem to be willing to cross for it. So there are people who have, on the external side, more successful podcasts. But when I think about it, there are things they're willing to do that I'm sometimes not willing to do. For example, putting clips all over TikTok. That's something that I've felt a little bit blocked by. So I haven't been willing to do that. And an even deeper example, because I have done that a few times, is some people will take the most scandalous part of the podcast. It wasn't even about that. They're willing to take the most viral clip of their episode, even if it puts them in a bad light, and post it, because they know that's going to gain more people into their world and into their podcast. Oh, ding, ding, ding. There's something they're willing to do that I'm not willing to do. So I ask myself this with anyone I ever envy. What are they willing to do that I'm not willing to do? Okay, you have received that message. But now there's another question, because everything we do flows from who we are. So then you ask yourself, oh, what are they willing to be that I'm not willing to be? Okay, willingness gap. They're willing to be patient. They're willing to be devoted. They're willing to be persistent. They're willing to be committed. They're willing to be disciplined. They're willing to be self-forgiving. This is the missing piece of creativity. In order for you to create your life's work, you need to forgive yourself for all that you weren't able to create. In order to be a devoted creator, you need to be able to forgive yourself for all the ways that your vision did not come to life exactly the way you were hoping, because there's that gap. And there's a lot of artists that speak about this. My best friend told me Zadie Smith has spoken about this, and then also Elizabeth Gilbert. So this is this idea of self-forgiveness as a key aspect of the creative life, okay? So who are they willing to be that I'm not willing to be? I think patience is a very good example. A lot of us, we have dreams and then we're like, oh yes, I'd love to write the book they wrote. Are you willing to be patient? Are you willing to be the kind of person who can sit with discomfort over years? People who write books, some of them, it takes them years. Are you willing to be brave? Are you willing to be self-forgiving? Are you willing to be devoted and disciplined? Are you willing to be uncomfortable? Now, that's a big question. You should write that down, because that question, are you willing to be uncomfortable for this dream? That's one of the biggest willingness. Oh my word, what is going on? I'm obsessed. I love this moment right here, right now. Okay, so that's a big willingness gap. They're willing to be uncomfortable. Anyone you see, my love, that you admire, a speaker, a dancer, a visual artist, an activist that you admire, a writer, a poet, a video maker, a screenplay writer, just keep going in your own consciousness. They are willing to be uncomfortable. They are willing to be uncomfortable. Oh my word, what just happened? Something has just shifted. That's very profound. I hope you can feel it. They are willing to be uncomfortable. If that's all you get from this, that there's a willingness gap in their willingness to be uncomfortable, oh my word, you'll be divine, you'll be precious. No, you are divine. You'll be good to go. Go freely. I love you. Come back though. Okay, if it speaks to your heart and soul. Okay, so that's a gap in their being. Now, let's talk about the giving and receiving gap. But they flow together. All of these, doing and being, flow together. Giving and receiving. It's like the yin and yang. It's a circle, right? It's a wholeness. It's a oneness. It's a spectrum. It's a like, I give to receive and I receive to, you know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying. So, what are they willing to give that I'm not willing to give? You know what's so funny, my darlings, my loves, my angels, is we are taught to envy what people's... Oh, I got it. Oh my word. Okay, something that I think is so interesting, my loves. Oh my word, and please, oh my gosh. We are taught to envy what people receive, but not necessarily what they give. We are taught to envy what people receive and not necessarily what they are taught to give. So we fixate on being in the end of the desire of receiving what we want to receive, but we actually don't fixate on the giving. This is why I believe deeply in manifestation, and my approach to manifestation is very rooted in creativity, the creative process and surrendering to the process itself. Who do you think will be more successful? A writer who's fixated on receiving accolades, receiving applause, receiving gratitude, receiving appreciation, receiving approval, or a writer who's focused on editing, writing, giving their wisdom, giving their value, giving their meaning, giving their stories, giving their creative process? You know what I mean? Giving. Okay, so if we want to receive something, we have to ask ourselves, what am I willing to give? And because I believe in soulful creation, it's like, can I give from the deepest part of me? Because only then will I receive all that is in alignment with that. If I share my light from the most rooted place, we only rise rooted. Soulful Visibility Guide. All about the fear of being seen, getting such beautiful feedback on it. It's yours below for free if you would like it. So if we can focus on what am I willing to give, there is something that the person that you envy is willing to give that you are not willing to give, perhaps. Hey, think about it. What are they willing to give? Maybe you're afraid people will copy you. I don't want to give my ideas. People might copy me. So then you don't give as much, but then you don't receive as much. So if you're afraid of giving, or if you have a giving block, you necessarily have a receiving block. Okay, clear, intuitive. But now what's also funny is many of us don't realize we have a gap in our willingness to receive. You might think that's completely ridiculous. I do not have that. If you were to give me all that I wanted, if it were to walk into the door right now, I'd have open arms and open heart. And then I ask you, okay, if insert your desire landed in your heart right now, it landed in your lap right now, the dream experience, the dream visibility, the dream money, the dream relationship, it landed in your lap right now. Pew. Would you fully be able to receive it? And you might say, absolutely, but then I try to give you a compliment and then we see what happens next. Babes, we have receiving gaps. We have receiving blocks. When we, as like soulful, sensitive beings, we may give the compliment from the deepest part of our heart, but are we willing to receive it? Can we sit in the feeling of someone loving on us and not feel the need immediately to give. We can be givers, but can we receive? And if you are blocked from receiving pleasure in any domain of your life, receiving love, receiving compliments, you will have a block to receiving your dream and your desire. It's all connected. So practice receiving. Even just the words, I've been saying them. Thank you, I receive that. Someone compliments you. Thank you, I really receive that. Thank you so much, I truly receive that. Now, I have this block. Sometimes when people send me thoughtful messages, I low-key can't read them. They're like, I love your work, thank you so much. And I love these messages. And at the same time, there is a nervous system block there where I'm like, it's scary. Oh, ding, ding, ding. I have a receiving block. I have a gap in my willingness to receive. So I need to work on that. Do some somatic practices, release the blocks to receiving. Because everything we want in this life is going to be accessed through a feeling in our bodies. So you might think, oh my word, I want to be more seen. What's being more seen? It's a feeling in your body. When we have more abundance, it's the feeling of feeling secure, feeling safe. But what if you can't feel that feeling within you? Can I give you an example? Oh my word, gap in the willingness to receive. I started a coaching container, and it is from my own heart and imagination. Soul aligned, it's called Soulful Visibility Accelerator. It's a 12-week program, and it kicked off yesterday. And I love the people that I get to work with. It was beautiful. But can I tell you how nervous I was yesterday? I was a wreck. And you know what? It's so funny because I've been trying to rewire my sense of ease, right? I want to receive ease. But because I worked in the corporate world and I was so stressed and I never felt good enough when I had meetings that I had to present for, I would get like debilitated. Actually, I shouldn't use that word. I would get extremely nervous. Like I couldn't sleep properly. I would always feel like I wasn't doing good enough. And it was a very high pressure environment. Then yesterday, even though it was my own space in the sense that I created it, and no one had any sort of extreme expectations of me, I created this whole story that people were going to judge me, and I could not receive the easefulness of the space. So I made it this whole stressful day of I'm not going to be good enough. They're going to be disappointed. They're going to want a refund. And it went beautifully, but I couldn't receive the energy of ease. It was not in my body to hold. I couldn't receive it being easy. I wanted it to feel effortless. I wanted it to flow. It did not. Why? Because I have the programming in my body, and all of us from childhood, from early experiences, we have blocks on all of these levels. But our block to receiving could be that we don't think it's safe to receive that. Oh, if I feel like it's easy, I won't do well. So I have to make it hard because that's how I perform and that's how I do well at this. That's a receiving block. You can actually receive effortlessly. My intuition alone is enough. I was over preparing. I had felt like I am just not going to do a good enough job. Receiving block. Could not receive. Ease. Wanted to walk through the portal of my existence into my heart. I could not receive it. So that's just an example of a receiving gap. Okay, my darlings, my loves, my angels. So which of these four do you feel most called to really embody at this time? Is it doing? What are they willing to do that I'm not? Is it giving? What are they willing to give that I'm not? Is it being? What are they willing to be that I'm not? Or is it receiving? What are they willing to receive that I'm not? Oh my word, Black woman, support. Oh my word. And just anyone who relates to this, but oh my gosh, I have the tingles. Receiving support. I have a receiving block to support. Can I just tell you how deep it is? It's a very profound block. No, I'll just do it myself. No one can do it quite like me. Internalizing hyper-independence because you've witnessed so many Black women in your family who have not been supported. Oh my goodness, so you can't receive support. Because so many of us have not been supported. So we've been taught to distrust support. Because, oh my word. Okay, so that just had to be expressed. And I think the whole video was for that to be said. Because I have an extreme block to receiving support. I need support in my business. I'm at that point. I've been at that point. I need more support. I have some support, but I need more support. But I have a receiving block to support. I cannot fully receive support. And I'm working on it, babes. But I'm just giving you an example. This is the kind of work that we get to do. So, my darlings, my loves, my angels, ask yourself these 4 questions. What's coming up for you? Please comment below. This was so fun, so juicy, and I'm really feeling quite excited about the whiteboard. And you may not be able to see things perfectly, but we're going to grow together. That's the gift. That's the beauty. That's the joy. I sent a newsletter last week out to my people. Please get on the newsletter. Again, you just go, get the free things and you'll be on the newsletter. And it was all about the fact that you get to do it imperfectly. You get to do imperfectly. You get to give imperfectly. Actually, my loves, my angels, that's a huge what are they willing to do gap. Some people are willing to be witnessed in their imperfection. Oh my word, did the earth just stop? Some people are willing to be witnessed in their imperfection. Some people are willing to be imperfect. Some people are willing to receive. Also, receiving can be receiving feedback, receiving criticism, because that criticism or that constructive criticism is also going to fortify what you're creating. So sometimes we have blocks in terms of that. I also have that block. So we have these blocks, and what was I just saying? Imperfection. Some people are willing to receive imperfectly. We may have a receiving block when we refuse for someone to be anything less than perfect. We're projecting perfectionism onto them. That's going to block your receiving. So we can have a block of receiving love, receiving support, receiving guidance, help, okay? And then we can also have a block in these other ways. And giving imperfectly, being imperfectly, receiving imperfectly, doing imperfectly, we need to be willing. Are you willing? How could you be a little bit more willing? Okay, my darlings, my loves, my angels, I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Thank you for stepping into the soul salon. You are a soul sibling. What does that mean? Babes, it means we are resonating on the same frequency. It means we found each other for a reason. And it means that we are those people in the room who are always seeking to go deeper. And someday it's going to happen. Just putting it out there. We will be in the room. I claim it. We will. Okay, perfect. I was thinking of like a soul salon talent showcase. How fun would that be? This is literally one of those things you say and then happens in like 2-3 years. Actually, shifts can happen quickly. So we'll see. But I think that would be so amazing. Can you imagine the soul salon in person and people sharing their gifts, spoken poetry, singing, dancing, performance, speaking, interviewing. Oh my word. All the others, paintings on the walls of your art with little barcodes of how we can follow you and support you. Oh my word, a visionary. We love it. We love a vision in the soul salon. Love you so much, my darling. Have a beautiful, beautiful week. Just so you know, I stepped through the portal of resistance to make this. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I felt like it's above me. I can't do it. And did I not? Love it. Oh my word. Resistance is insistence on the dreaming through you. The collective is dreaming through you. We cannot wait to receive you. We cannot wait to hold you. We cannot wait to find you. So please make yourself findable so we can find you. And I'm just sending you all the love in the world. I'm sending you all the love in the world. I'll see you, I honor you, and I thank you. I love you. Bye. My darling, my love, my soul sibling, thank you for stepping into the soul salon. If you are still hearing or watching this, we are soul siblings. We are resonating on the same frequency. And so something you may struggle with, that I struggle with, is the fear of being seen. You know that visibility is involved in you living your creative purpose and being in your power, serving the collective through your gifts, through your magic, through your medicine. In order to do that, you know you need to be more seen than you are allowing yourself to be right now. I have a gift just for you, heart-made for us on this frequency, and it is a free ebook called the Soulful Visibility Guide. That is soulful visibility. Like, we don't just want to be seen, we want to be felt, we want to be heard, we want to move and be moved. So I do have a free gift for you, and all you need to do is go to my website, ayandastood.com, and there you will be able to input your email address and receive this directly to your inbox. This is such a juicy and delicious guide, and I change the free offering every few months, so get it while you can. All the links are in the show notes. So thank you so much. I love you, and I will see you on the next soul session. Okay, I love you. Bye.